Thanks and welcome to the 6:50 News with me, Kejan Henry. I think we begin with our headlines. Hope turned to heartbreak in Douala, where over 50 young Cameroonians were conned by a fake job bank and travel scheme. Promised riches and a future abroad, they instead lost everything. Now shattered dreams and empty pockets remain as authorities try to unravel the depth of the fraud. As Cameroon approaches the 2025 presidential election, the crusade against hate speech phenomenon has gone aggressive. Meantime, civil society organizations have prescribed strict control and sensitization as the country gears up for the crucial elections. From our studios in Douala, the 6:50 News rolls on in a split second. You can check us on our respective platforms on Canal International for more news. We begin from Douala, where some hopes have turned into heartbreak in Douala, where about 50 young Cameroonians were actually scammed by a fake job and travel scheme. Now they were promised riches and future abroad. Unfortunately, these hopes were shattered, and now they are left with the authorities that are fishing out their scammers. Morindy went fishing for that story.
I'm borrowing money. She said, yes, mom, when you come, there is a job opportunity to work here. And when you work here, they'll be paying you 150,000 per week.
Tears, anger, and regret. That's what echoes through the voices of the victims.
Says you'll be working at a seaport. I said, what is the work that I'll be doing here? That you'll be doing, you'll be counting goods that are coming from the ship.
Trapped by hope, they now relieve the pain of being deceived.
When I came here, she lodged me a hotel. And now we went upstairs. Now they started talking about when you have the year, they give marketing from the seaport directly to the firm. That when you come here, they will train you for 2 weeks.
Inside a villa near Niki, Bonoberry in Douala, Cameroon, the promise of a decent job and a trip abroad was sold for 600,000 francs CFA. But behind its walls, dreams were shattered.
They told me this 600,000, they'll use this one to make your passport, they'll use this 100,000 to give some more accommodation.
When you come with your money, we use the money to validate your form through online, through Google. So we'll tap QNet, enroll as independent representative.
Already weakened by the Anglophone crisis, more than 50 young men and women were lured into what turns out to be a organized scam and fake recruitment scheme running in plain sight.
I don't have any idea because they have not given me one.
Even neighbors are suspicious, like this man.
Et puis, quand on s'est rencontrés, qu'on a eu plusieurs sœurs et frères anglophones.
He says they could tell from day one something wasn't right.
Tout ce qui est facile, au bout, ça devient compliqué.
Authorities finally intervened. The Wuri Ezio Marie Silak Vogo confirms that those responsible are now in police custody and are being interrogated.
Et des instructions formelles ont été données à tous les délégués et chefs services départementaux.
This isn't an isolated case. Just over a week ago, a similar network was dismantled in Yaoundé by the Fundi Gendarmerie Territorial Unit. As investigations continue, the victims, all from the crisis zone northwest and southwest regions, are now left picking up pieces of harsh reminder of how vulnerable hope can be when jobs are scarce and desperation grows.
And June 18 actually marks the 4th anniversary of the International Day to Counter Hate Speech. Whereas the world preaches tolerance, the phenomenon is growing in Cameroon. Ate Bonaventure is reporting that civil society organizations are adopting or have prescribed strict control and sensitization ahead of crucial election in the country.
Hate speech has gained more grounds amongst citizens with the easy access to internet and social media in Cameroon. The social ill, according to civil society activists, could pose a threat to national peace and stability if not countered with rigor.
Hate speech can bring disasters and conflicts among people of the same nation. Here in Blessed Action for Africa, we sensitize people. We also educate the youth to avoid hate speech, but to cultivate love and the respect of others.
As Cameroonians look forward to the 2025 presidential election, party leaders and their followers are called upon to mind their language during rallies and media debates.
In an electoral period as 2025, everything must be done in peace, because peace is very important for our country. A normal politician must be responsible and must encourage his followers also to be responsible. All the members of each political party in Cameroon must be serious, must respect other political parties by avoiding wicked words or hate speech.
According to the Cameroon Penal Code, whoever by any means make hate speech against people or incites them to violence due to their tribal, ethnic or origin shall be punished with imprisonment from 1 to 2 years and with fines ranging from 300,000 CFA francs to 3 million CFA francs.
And danger looms in Lokbesu, that is in Douala, at the Tankwa Quarry, as the heavy rains have approached. Families are clinging to unstable slopes despite mountain warnings because they are trapped in poverty and desperation. And as the rains intensify, the community is at the edge of a major disaster. Mtimorin.
In Tankwa Quarry, or call it Career, Lokbesu, homes appear suspended on the edge of a disaster. The soil is loose, weakened further by runoff from recent rains. Cracks in the earth, deep and spreading, now mark this once quiet hillside. Yes, there's a huge risk of landslide here. When it rains, the earth collapses, and it can happen at any moment. Water floods the whole area as well. Even visitors tread cautiously. The terrain here gushed by rainwater feels unstable beneath every step. During the rainy season, the road is completely blocked. It causes a lot of problems. The area has already been declared a high-risk zone, yet many families, often with no other options, refuse to leave. Poverty and uncertainty keep them rooted. When I look right up, living here is a huge risk. When water goes down, it destroys even the earth. It collapses, the ground collapses. Experts warn that the heavier rains predicted, the danger will soon intensify, and if no urgent action is taken, the consequences could be deadly. This crisis isn't new. The threat has loomed for years with no effective measures taken. In the past, attempts have been made to forcefully evacuate the population, but many returned. Now, as the rainy season grows heavier, hearts beat with fear that one night everything might crumble and they may not survive to tell the story.
And amid the buzz of innovation at the Cameroon Student Genius and Talent Fair, a young mind has actually made waves during the street fair. And of course, he has cracked the code of saving premature babies. His invention, Smart Hybrid Neonatal Incubator, has offered new hope in the fight against infant mortality. Haichin Chia was part of that trade fair in Yaoundé, and now reports.
Here is an incubator unlike others, hybrid, interactive and equipped with artificial intelligence. This innovative medical device aims to regulate the temperature of premature newborns while addressing a crucial need, reducing stress for both the baby and the mother.
incubator is not just limited at temperature regulation. We have other parameters we are considering here. We have the position, the visual or the image of the baby. We have the humidity. We have the heart rate. We have the oxygen quality. There are actually incubators already in the country with all those qualities, but they are actually imported. They are not made in Cameroon. So these are a plus for us. So the innovation we had to add to this incubator was the control aspect, where the caregiver can access or can control the parameters of the baby while not even present with the baby.
Thanks to sensors and image analysis system integrating genetic algorithms, it can detect critical situations such as sudden infant death syndrome. A device which costs about 2 million CFA francs is economical thanks to its renewable energy operating system.
It will be cheaper in maintenance and then cheaper in cost. We all know that the average cost of an incubator should be about 6 million, the imported ones with the advanced features. Now the one produced here, the average one should be 2 million. You see, there is a gap of 4 million, and that's a very big gain for our country or for our hospitals.
The project is entirely conceived in Cameroon by a team of local engineers. The promoter, who is preparing to defend a doctorate thesis on this invention, aims for national production without foreign subcontracting, calling on the state for support.
We are actually here to exhibit and ask for more resources on how to see if we can actually produce them out with the resources we can gain from investors.
A 100% Cameroonian innovation at the crossroad of health and technology that just needs to be given a push.
To the young man, corporate social responsibility remains an underused tool in Cameroon's development toolbox. Now, while many countries globally embrace it as part of inclusive growth, corporate social responsibility is seen in Cameroon as an optional tool, especially within the small and medium-sized enterprises. Gladys Ambo.
Just a handful of enterprises in Cameroon currently recognize in enhancing brand reputation, but also in building stakeholder trust and attracting and retaining talents. As a result, the country ranks amongst the least advanced in implementing the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), according to development experts and analysts.
The first is the law, because if you have law, the company will text the corporate social responsibility to make it a priority, and you have the stakeholders. The stakeholder to the company, you have clients, you have the consumer to the company, you have the company, we make the businesses with the company, we have community. All of these stakeholders, we have the exigencies to the company to have a good corporate social responsibility. It means that is the key.
During a forum in Douala on June 16, 2025, stakeholders gathered to explore the risk, opportunities, and best practices associated with corporate social responsibility and its integration into corporate strategy. The event, which focused heavily on sustainability within enterprises, highlighted the need for greater engagement by small and medium-sized enterprises, which make up the bulk of Cameroon's business landscape.
La RSE intéresse.
Corporate social responsibility in Cameroon is mostly practiced by large companies with resources and support from their headquarters. However, small and medium-sized enterprises in Cameroon should not shy away from it. Though the corporate social responsibility can be costly and complex, adopting a step-by-step, structured approach can make it manageable and beneficial. Participants at the forum reiterated that through corporate social responsibility initiatives, companies can help address critical community challenges.
When company engage to the corporate social responsibility, it needs to speak to the community, to take the engagement, to the education, to the water, to the sanitation, and if company do that, the company have the community have the benefits of that.
Another key recommendation that emerged from the event was the adoption of a model where enterprises commit a small percentage of their net annual profits to CSR-related activities. While this practice is common in other economies, it remains largely voluntary in Cameroon, especially in the absence of legislation compelling companies to act responsibly.
Thanks very much, Amber Gladys. And 10 remarkable young students from the American school in Douala have finally graduated. Now these students are now taking a new journey on the academic ladder. Sherifa Saleh reports.
The 10 remarkable young men and women with an inspiring journey have left an indelible mark on the school's legacy, bringing honor, pride, and renewed purpose to this esteemed institution and their families.
I've been in ASD for 2 years. I joined in 2023, and my next step is going to university in Canada. I got a really good scholarship there, so that's where I'll be studying business. I hope that you guys see this as a sign to come join ASD.
Right now, I'm considering going to London to study business because I'm very inspired to be an entrepreneur by my parents. And I'm actually very excited right now because this is a very beautiful moment for us, me and my classmates. And we really are waiting for the next step.
I've been here for, I think, 15 years, around 15 years. And my expectation for the future for myself is to help to change the world, to become a better person, a better man for me, for my family every day. I think the best quote is, there's no better day to start than today. And today was one of the best starts, one of the best days I've ever had, especially in this company, in this country. And I hope that
this year's graduates embody the very spirit of the ASD graduate profile. They are creative thinkers who have dared to challenge convention, self-aware individuals who understand their strengths and values, and resilient risk takers ready to make their mark on the world.
Another thing that makes our graduating class so exceptional is the fact that the international average, GPA average, is 3.1. Our mean average is a 3.63. And on top of it, our graduates take an average of 3 AP classes each year.
True to their class slogan, the journey begins. These graduates are already setting off on paths paved with achievement and opportunity. Together, they have earned nearly $600,000 in scholarships and merit awards, an outstanding sum equivalent to approximately 340 million CFA francs. The academic excellence and well-rounded profiles have gained them acceptance into more than 40 prestigious universities across the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Germany, and France.
And another thing that makes us so exceptional when it comes to our students, our graduating class, is the fact that they're associated with National Honor Society. This is an organization based in the States that you have to have a 3.5 or higher to be associated. You got to be nominated, you got to be interviewed and then brought into the association. And as a result of being a participant in that association, you have to do what's called service learning hours. And in combination, our graduates have done over 800 service learning hours.
The graduation ceremony was a joyful celebration where families, friends, and the entire ASD community came together to witness this significant moment.
I've seen how the school, the institution has made him the man he is today. And I'm so grateful to ASD, to the entire institution, the teachers, the students. The environment is so conducive. You can only bring out the best in one's child.
It's been a very emotional roller coaster. It's been a very grueling and hard journey, and I'm proud to be part of the school now. And you know, now better things and better days are ahead, and I'm very grateful.
The American School of Douala continues to shape future leaders, and with the class of 2025, the journey is just beginning.
Class of 2025.
Congratulations to the graduates. And that draws the curtain for this edition of the 6:15 with me, Kejak Henry Yatimbe. Lee Peter is just coming right ahead with the debrief daily actuality. From all of us, is goodbye.